It's Wednesday afternoon, after a bit of a false start this week, finally heading off. You have to excuse the mount, that's sort of best I can manage really. I bought some bits and bobs with me to try and get it set up better than the last time I was in the van. It's not really worked, although at least it's not just in the cup holder. So if I can figure out something else, I will. So I'm off to Croatia. Not been there for several years. With 2 dogs. We'll get to meet at some point. It was meant to be somewhere else, but I'm not going to say where, because that should hopefully still come off, and it's going to be a surprise, hopefully, if I go. There's basically been a problem with the paperwork, with the French not accepting it because it's not a French translation. So that's now a bit back and forwards as to who needs to actually do this translation. So in the meantime, I'm off to Croatia, off to I think the place is called Sarj, S-A-R-J, or S-E-R-J, I can't remember, one or the other. I ain't got to worry about it today. It's 2:30 on the 25. Just heading down to Dover. I'm going to stay at Reims tonight. It's a good couple of hours the other side of the water. That'll do for one day. It's getting late by the time I get there, and then it's still about 1200k from there. So I'll either do a big day and get them delivered and stay in the area, or I need to find out if the people are going to be there as well, I guess. If not, it'll be stop nearby, maybe Slovenia or maybe even Croatia, and then drop them off Friday morning, then start heading back. So all will be revealed in good time, no doubt. This road's just crap, innit? It's funny, I was just coming under where the M23 is. I just sort of had a flashback to when I worked for Camax, like over 20 years ago, in a white Ford Transit van, and queuing in the same place. I was thinking I've been queuing on this road for well over 20 years now, on and off. Luckily not every day, thank God. But it's never going to get any better, is it? A bit like the driving standard. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So yeah, that's the plan for the rest of the day. Hopefully it'll be the Inishmore ferry and not the Innisfree, because the Innisfree is really grim, to be honest, especially compared with the Inishmore. Hopefully it's not running too badly either. Hopefully it's not too much of a queue. We'll wait and see. So let's try and get down to Dover. Morning, campers. So, stayed at Reims Tin Quay again last night, at a rather nice hotel. That's alright. Having snoring, sniffing, farting pugs in the room probably wasn't the best idea for a sound night's sleep. It was worse than being at home with our dogs. Excuse me. So managed to get enough sleep though. I didn't set an alarm. I thought I'd just wake up when I wake up, and although I woke up a few times with their racket, I woke up at 7:45. Well, that'll do, just get going. So shower, coffee, give them a quick stroll so they can have a wee, all that kind of caper and excitement. And it's now sort of 8:30, brilliant. So I've timed that really well for a bit of rush hour. Never mind. I'm not far from the motorway, luckily. So, and then once we're on the motorway, we're all right, aren't we? Especially in France. Oh, carve them up. Never mind. So it's 1200, well, just under 1300 k's to go, in about 12 hours, plus stops. So I'm just going to see. See how it goes. I did have a quick look this morning. Found a rather nice looking hotel right in the centre of Senge where I'm going for about 22 quid. So might be worth putting a big day in. I'll see. As it's now winter time. I don't know what the weather situation is going to be like. I'll sort of get to Austria. I did have an hour about going straight down through France, across the top of Italy and in that way, but you've then got to pay the the Mont Blanc, and it's about 100k longer. Oh no, I can see flashing blue lights, that's not a good sign. It's certainly been a while since I've come down here. It's the old border between France and Germany. Excuse me. It's quite nice doing it during the day as well, so you can have a quick look. So it's now 11:30, 930k still to go. Still debating what to do. I'll have a stop shortly and just stretch the dog's legs, just see if they want the toilet. I'll give the governor a quick ring and just see if the chap's even going to be there today. He might not, so into Varvaland. I stopped for diesel, and incredibly the garage had no croissants, which I was quite shocked at and a little bit disappointed, because I was looking forward to a little croissant for breakfast. Never mind, my paunch won't suffer too much by missing out, if I'm brutally honest. Oh dear. Yay! Ah, I've missed a good old Stau in Germany. Oh, blooming egg. once again glad that I'm in a little van and not a truck with that lot. Oh dear. So I'll be turning off probably with half of these in a little bit, about 4 kilometres. Do a right and head down towards Munich. Thing is with Germany, it's just like this at night as well. It's just so blooming busy, full of roadworks and trucks and vans and cars. Anyway, that's usual old guff, innit? Well, it's looking pretty grim out there, isn't it? The sun did come out for a little while, made everything really bright and reflecting, but that's not looking promising in front of me heading in this direction. I just stopped and got my vignette for Austria and Slovenia. You can only buy 10 days for Austria and 7 for Slovenia, so at least I'm covered for out and in, which is good. So I ain't got to stop, and I got some tea as well, early tea. So I've done all that, so I'm just crack on now. I've booked a hotel. I'm going for it. Chap doesn't want the dogs till the morning, so I can have a lay and have a walk. Well, depending on the weather. Have a quick wander around in the morning before I hand the dogs over. Start heading back. So that'll work quite well, really. Well, I prefer to get rid of them tonight, but there we go. It's what the customer wants, that's what they'll get. So they're stuck with me for one more night, or I'm stuck with them. I don't know which way round it is, really. There we go. Well, I just thought I'd quickly try and do a little bit. Sort of got out of Austria into Slovenia in the dark. It's obviously still dark, but I believe this will take me down to the border with Croatia. Uh, 125k to go. Too bad. I'm just hoping the hotel bar is still open when I get there. I'd love to have a nice cold beer. That'd be nice. So I've not actually looked to see how far the border is, to be honest. Well, look at that sign back there. It's not a truck border, so hopefully it'll be alright. As I'm not in a truck. So this is the border. watching the football, I think. Two stamps and the passport, and off we go. Although I thought Croatia's part of Europe now. Pretty sure it is. Has been for a while, I'm sure. I suppose if it's non-Schengen, that'll be why I get stamped, isn't it? Same as Bulgaria and Romania. I get stamped there because it's non-Schengen. Still, it's nice to have some two-lane road. There's a proper wiggle through to the border through there. I'll hopefully get a bit of film tomorrow in the daylight. It's just, hopefully, if it's going to be like this for a while, I can put the cruise control back on and give me leg a rest. So, about an hour to go. Nearly there. Hello. Hello. Come on. So just taking a quick walk through the ancient historic city or town of Senj. So here they are again. This is a view of the little town. Lovely sunny morning. The van's just in the park in there. Absolutely stunning views. I'm about to get tripped over by a dog that I can't see. Little tinkers. Oh, lovely. So it's just about time to drop them off. start heading for home. What just a stunning view. What a place to wake up to. Right then, get a little panoramic, or another one anyway. Let's see if we can work our way up to Gadge. Gadge is the road name. A particularly small street apparently. So I've got some rough directions. Just going to give this man my receipt. Hang on. Right, so not sure if I've done this right or not, probably not. So I want to be going down the hill. It's a beautiful little town. So I believe cool. There should be a police station. Left here. This, hopefully, no, it's one up. Aha! So just out of town is the 45th parallel. So there we go, 5,000 kilometres to the top or the middle. And there's just a view back over town. I actually stopped here because there's a geocache here. I'm not going to say where, just in case you're playing and you happen to come along. So There's a whole load of cacti down here as well. It's oh, it's just beautiful. Shame we don't have more time really, but it's always the way. That sea is so clear. I know there's diving off Croatia as well. It's, you have to come back without a doubt. Right, let's hit the road. Now, I never got to see any of this last night because it was dark. It's just wonderful. Old Mazda 323, I think. I see an old Citroen. Oh, is it a BM? I think a big, sort of like the size of the old Ghostbusters wagon, but not like the 70s one, like the early 80s. I think it's a BM. I think it's an old, looked like possibly an old ambulance. It was up in someone's drive, and they were talking to some people, so I couldn't really go and get a photo, unfortunately. I thought there was going to be a lot more older vehicles still down here, but other than that, and Mark III Astra, well, Opel Kadett, I think it's Mark III. That's about it so far. So yes, this needs to be motorcycled, I think. Oh, look at that, fantastic. Excuse me. Yeah, so I don't know how far I'll go today. I mean, back to Calais alone from here is 1560k. I'm not doing that. Definitely not. Got no dogs and I've got no reason to. Although I want to get home, I'm not gonna kill myself in doing so. So I think perhaps if I can get back into France, maybe that'll do. We'll see. See how the day goes. Still got to contend with Germany as yet, and it's a Friday, so that's never too much fun. Mind you, by the time I get there, it might be clearing out a bit. Another symbol. Very pleasant man. Asked him what about the dogs that I don't have on, sadly. Now this route through here, through by here, I'm taking it really slowly last night because of the having the dogs on board. It's I'm looking forward to seeing it in the daytime because I'm presuming it's going to be pretty really, and woody, foresty. There's a lot of sort of switchbacks and stuff like that, but being as it was dark, I couldn't really tell. And presumably there's a truck route, because obviously trucks are going through, but the way I came through, oh, you wouldn't want to take a truck through some of them bits really, if you can help it. Sure if on that time lapse, until I actually get on the computer, if you could see the snow on the hills in the distance at the bottom of Slovenia. So I thought, well, I can see some here as I'm heading towards Austria, so I'll film that, see how it comes out. It's just been rather misty just about there, but it's now improved. I've said it before and I'll say it again, they never quite look the same on video or photographs as to how they do with the naked eye. They just look really impressive out the window, and yet you can sort of, when I look back when I'm editing all this nonsense, Just think, oh, they don't look very good. There we go. Well, I'm glad I'm doing this during the day and actually getting to see it, unlike last night. So yeah, just had a quick look at the sat nav. It's actually taking me up through Germany into Belgium to head back to Calais, which I'm quite happy to do, really, because going across sort of Munich to Stuttgart, there's a whole load of roadworks. It's just, I don't know how that BMW's got behind me, because they were in front of me, but it accelerated off. I don't remember overtaking them. Put me off now. Yeah, there's an Ibis hotel in Brussels. I might go and stop there. That'll probably do for one day. I might stop short of that even. I'll have a look. I managed to grab a look at the diesel price when I went past the last garage. It looks like it's a little bit cheaper here than what it is in Austria. I know with DKV you get it at a different rate anyway, but I'll diesel up in Slovenia before I head out and grab a coffee. There's enough nonsense, I never know. Just one more quick shot. I don't know if that sign would have come out or not, but there's a national park all up around here. So I didn't quite catch the name. Began with a T. Just sort of they just all of a sudden sort of had the mountains next to me, and I thought that looks pretty good. So we're just about to exit the tunnel on the Karawanken Autobahn. Don't be childish. Oh, I nearly kept a straight face. Which is exit into Austria basically. And, into the Wasser weather. It was sunny when onto the side. I don't know whether I'll be allowed through the car lane or not, so I'll just stick to the freight route. It's easier, isn't it? There's a van going through there. There's a minibus there. Well, if they wanted me to stop, they didn't make much of an effort. Right, that's quite an impressive sky. I'm sure you'll agree. There's a bit of mist and whatnot I was hoping to capture as well. We'll keep this between ourselves because I'm not meant to film in Austria, as I'm sure I've mentioned before, so don't tell anyone, we'll be alright. Or we'll pretend that this is still Slovenia. How's that? There's definitely some snow about last night somewhere along this way, but I'm not sure where. As long as it's not on the road, that's the most important thing. Blooming GoPro, just when I want it to turn on, it will not turn on. And then it won't take any charge. If you take the battery out and put it back in, and it starts working again. Never mind. First world problems and all that. There's plenty of snow here now, isn't there? I was just queuing at the péage. It's just taking forever, and I was thinking, why is it taking so long just to pay with a card? And I put my DKV in and it wouldn't work. So I put the bank card in and nothing. And then finally I figured out where the contactless bit is, tap that and it finally opened. So I can see why it takes so long sometimes, but I just think it's just, in this day and age with modern technology, surely you can make it quicker. Or put some people on, hand it to a human being, it'd be much easier. And as I sat there, the police rolled up behind me and they went roaring past not long after. They're certainly not sticking to the 100 km/h speed limit. Oh dear. Anyway, I'm thinking about maybe getting as far as Brussels tonight. That's still a good slap, but that's what I'm contemplating. So Saturday morning and I'm playing fuel light roulette. It's really not moving much at all, so I'm just in the lanes, got on a 940 boat, so I'm just going to sign this one off here because all I've got to do is get across the channel, get some diesel and then head back and job done. So the boat is now discharging, so I'll be able to get on in a minute, or a few minutes, and have a bit of brekkie and a coffee and just enjoy the crossing. So well, I hope you've enjoyed this sort of what I think will be my last European trip of this year. That's the way the sort of diary's looking anyhow, but who knows, things can change obviously, and they always do. But if not, hopefully I'll have something else together before that horrible C word on the 25th of December, that C word. And I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.